Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. Today's matchup features a very good rushing offense. The Redskins are top 10 in rushing TDs, and they'll go up against the Falcons defense that needs to be ready for that.
We are just inside the Beltway, about 10 miles east of the Capitol Dome as we come to you from FedEx Field here in Landover. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Atlanta Falcons. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. And the Washington Redskins. Defense showing blitz.
Hurry up, here we go. All right, now, look at 56. Here we go now. 19.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get about 3 as he takes this up near the 25.
Not much happening there on first down.
I thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
See if they stay on the ground for second down.
Watch it now, Barney. All right, here we go.
They'll set up a throw. Dancing to his left. So he got free of one tackle but couldn't do a whole lot else. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at third down.
Well, he did a nice job keeping his eyes downfield, waiting for someone to get open. But once the pressure forced his eyes down to see the rush, it was time to make a break for it.
On the ground, this is Leonard Fournette. And he's going to have the first down yardage to the 35. At 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue. Faced with their first third down conversion opportunity and able to punch it through and pick it up on the ground.
And to me, doing it on the ground sends a different type of a message than throwing the football. And, you know, let's face it, we've done a lot of games together. How often have we seen third down turn into an automatic passing down no matter what the yardage?
Yeah, and last thing you want, that opening drive to go 3 and out. You got everything scripted, lined up. Let's get some points on the board, and they're able to avoid that. A big seam, and he might go all the way. Touchdown, Washington. A big play there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Redskins have taken a first-quarter lead. You talk about explosion plays. Here's one pretty much right out of the gate.
And now they get to ride a wave of emotion, momentum, everything. Just as you described, right out of the gate. Big sprint, touchdown. They're excited. But on the other side, they've got to guard against a major letdown because they hit them right in the gut with that one. And now you start to question yourself a little bit when you give up the touchdown on the opening drive.
They'll run with a former Tar Heel T.J. Logan. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. It'll be a loss of 1, and it'll be 2nd and 11. From the gun, Herman. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away, and now it's 3rd. Charles, already trailing by a touchdown early. This offense, how imperative is it for them to get points out of this drive?
Well, they feel like they have to go ahead and match because of what was already on the board against their defense. But I think even more so, you just want to avoid 3 and outs. You want to be able to stay on the field for a little while, let your defense catch their breath a little bit, even if you don't score any points.
And he'll go out of bounds across the 35-yard line. They get 14 yards there at a first down. Now, Charles, what's the mindset here offensively? You gave up the touchdown pretty quickly. Would it have changed if you had gotten a stop and it would be 0-0 right now, or no?
I wouldn't think so. I think in most cases, just down a touchdown, you know, I mean, we're just getting started here. It should be a long way to go. You think to yourself, stick with the game plan, all the things you worked on in practice. But you have some teams that when they get down, their natural tendency is to aggressively strike back. And let's see if they want to get outside of the game plan we expect and try and be aggressive on their first series.
Give them a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again. Go play action and hit them over the top.
And after the play on the ground, that brings up 2nd down here. They run again with Logan. No dice this go-around. He's hit behind the line and taken down. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
Every year I go to the combine and marvel at the speeds that linebackers are running nowadays. They run like DBs. And let's face it, they know how to finish plays too. Eyes up, head up, run right through them.
On 3rd down, Herman. And this is going to be incomplete.
It's a great job by this secondary. When I watch them, they remind me of elite defenders on a basketball court, right? They want to contest each and every pass.
Great contest on 3rd down to bring up 4th. This is away and a very good kick, angled for the sidelines. And this will be out of bounds. Now it's a question of where they'll mark it. And they'll say it crosses at the 11-yard line. A look at Washington as they come onto the field. Now they'll be looking to duplicate the efforts of drive number 1 that resulted in 7 points in this 7-zip lead.
Well, you know how much I enjoy horse racing, right? Looks like they caught a flyer out of the gate, as they would say when you run into big-time races. Means they get out to a fast start. They're setting the pace, making the other team chase now.
They go play action here on 1st down. Flush to his right. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. A wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now 2nd down.
I hope I don't sound too rah-rah on that one, but that's the exact right throw. Either your receiver gets it or no one gets it. Give him a lot of credit for being really precise with it.
Got rid of it. No one got it. Unable to connect on the 1st down pass play. Now it's 2nd down. And the slot man goes in motion left. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's got room. Weaving through traffic, and now he's free. He's at the 40. The 20. 10. Touchdown, Washington. A great effort there. 89 yards. And the Redskins get the quick strike touchdown. And a pair of rushing touchdowns now for him in the 1st quarter.
And I'm liking what I'm seeing from his big guys up front because they're winning the leverage game. How many times we talk about low man wins, right? Move the defensive front aside, create those gaps and holes. He's found his way through them for 2 touchdowns.
And after both of those touchdowns, he went right up to that O-line and hit each of them on the helmet. He recognized.
That's a smart man. You know what else he should do? If this continues, take them all to dinner.
Atlanta now coming out on the field. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the 1st half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points. Get that 0 off the board. Through an opening, and there he goes. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. A great play there. His 21st touchdown of the season. And the Falcons are able to show off their quick strike ability. And that one makes it 14-7. Cat and zero out now as he'll kick this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. So out now come the Redskins. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
Hoping now to get back in the end zone on this 4th possession. And they're able to get this one across the 35. They give them 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
They'll look to throw now on first down. He'll set up the screen to Fournette. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. Only 3 there on the screen at second down.
So many things have to come together just right for a screen pass to break for big yardage. The blocking, the timing of the pass to the runner, everything has to fit together just right. But on that play, the defense was able to disrupt things and hold it to a short gain.
He'll look to throw. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up 3rd. Offense in a little bit of a bind here. 9 yards to go on 3rd down. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Looking left side, he's got it, complete. And he finally goes down, but not before reaching the 21. It's a big play there for the Redskins on 3rd down. 41 yards. So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels. Now a play fake here on first down. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
Yeah, blink of an eye. That happened fast and a big sack. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. That's caught. It's Thomas. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. A good pickup there, 26 yards. So after that big gain, let's see what else the offense has up its sleeve. Give it here to his running back. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal.
Well, it's been the air game that's taken them down on this drive before they finally turned around and handed it off on the last play.
And now they're looking for the big boys to get him in the end zone. Couldn't do it there.
It'll be interesting to see. Offensive lines had to pass block a lot on this drive. Will they be able to revert and fire out and create some space in the run game?
They'll bring a receiver in motion right. 6 yards still to go here on 2nd and goal. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. A great effort there. Doing it again with his 3rd touchdown here in the opening quarter. And the Redskins are going to add on to their lead. It's good, and it is now 21-7. Vinatieri out there to kick this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Atlanta now coming out on the field. And they hit the home run last drive. One play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run here.
Partner, I love your description because when we talk about hitting the home run, we're usually thinking about a passing play, aren't we? Something in the air, deep ball. But how about them just taking it big-time jaunt? Now if you're coming back out, now they've established this run game, the play-action pass could very well be open.
On 1st and 10, Herman. That's caught by Meredith right side. A good pickup there, a 22. So the offense has it 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Herman. And to the right side here, it's Allen. And a big hit there as he runs into a brick wall right near midfield. They face a 2nd and 7 to start things out. They'll run it here with Logan. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. He lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down.
Well, forget about finding a lane there. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. Probably fortunate he was able to hold on to the football.
To throw on 3rd down, Herman. That's complete to Meredith. And they'll get him to the ground, but he got all the way down to the 30-yard line. So even with the pass interference, it's a completed pass. They'll go ahead and just take the play instead.
How about the effort? Making the catch despite the pass interference. Nothing else to be gained on the play. No need to take the penalty. The play stands.
Now they'll run it on the toss. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
They run with Logan. And he'll be stopped after a gain of only a couple down to the 15-yard line.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held him to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
This is Logan. And they get to him quickly here as he's stopped right around the 13. Only a gain of a couple there. That leaves him needing about 7 here on 3rd down.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things. But the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
In motion right comes Allen. On 3rd down, it's Logan. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
So that's what that elbow in my ribs was all about. You thought they were going to throw the ball as well.
Absolutely. I think everybody thought they were throwing the football, caught him off guard.
Yeah, I'm telling you, when you have the courage to make that type of a play call, a lot of times you actually get rewarded.
They'll run, McFadden, and he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage, back at the 6. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
That goes down as a loss against his rushing stats. But really, should he have to absorb that one? He had no chance on that play before they overwhelmed him.
Pretty much on top of him before he could take his first step. They try again with McFadden. He gets him a little bit closer. He takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on third, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that second down is the time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
And he gets in. Touchdown, Atlanta. A great play there. Touchdown number 22 on the season. And the Falcons have cut it to within a score. And always a good first half when you can hit pay dirt twice.
And it never hurts to have that good feeling as the game moves on. Just think about halftime. If that's all he gets, he'll just sit there at the half and think, all right, 2 already. I can get some more. I can get some more. And he'll be encouraging his offensive line to create some space.
Cat and 0 out now as he'll kick this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Out comes the Redskin offense now as they get set to begin another possession. And the ledger for them so far looks pretty good, doesn't it?
It certainly does. Touchdown, touchdown, touchdown. Not sure it could be much better than that. They've got to feel very good about the groove that they're in at this stage of the game.
And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. To throw here. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 28. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. Wait a second. They did not accept that after the incompletion. Your look is just as puzzled as mine.
I got nothing for you here. You have to take that penalty, don't you?
It's free yards.
Here we go.
On the carry, it's Logan. And he's going to bowl his way forward to the 48. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on second down.
On second down, they'll try and run the counter. Finding room inside the 40. That one 28 yards on the ground.
And that's why defense coordinators always preach 11 guys to the ball. Because sometimes you have a missed tackle, but if you have a swarm of guys around, less room for them to roam even after the first missed tackle. In this case, tackle was missed, plenty of open field to get after that.
Now a handoff as they run left side. And I think the ball's out, but this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same.
And I have to admit, partner, that I've often thought that I don't like this rule, where the offensive player fumbles the ball, it goes out of bounds, and they get to keep it.
That's just because you're a defensive guy. That's why you don't like it.
Yeah, you're right. It is a slanted view, isn't it?
But this is where, for the offensive team, the sideline is their friend. Usually it's not there for him.
Yeah, exactly right. I actually played for a guy in college. You know what he used to name the sideline? Sammy. Sammy sideline, and use him well.
So nothing there. I don't know that that's all in the back, though. You got to look at blocking there, don't you?
I would agree with that totally. At some point, they have to win at the point of attack. Instead, it was the defense getting it done again and holding them to no gain.
On third down, Herman. Throw left side, taken in by Meredith. And he picks up the first as he's able to take it down to the 7-yard line. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. And they'll go with the ground attack here. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. A great effort there with touchdown number 23 here on the year. And now the Falcons are within a 2-point conversion of tying up the game. So they're going to go for 2. They'll let McFadden try and run it in. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage back to the 4-yard line. So the defense gets the stop. I know it's situation to situation, but who has more pressure there, offense or defense, when they go for 2?
I truly believe it's the defense has more pressure because the offense has an entire playbook wide open from the 2-yard line. You can run it, you can throw it. So defensively, I think most teams are going to be aggressive and force the issue and try and bring pressure.
The Redskins offense now, they head back onto the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
All right, here we go. Green, 30.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Forced out to his left. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. So 1:55 to go in the first half. Back to FedEx Field following this short break. Let's see what the defense dials up here. 3rd and 4. The slot man in motion right. They'll run it now out of the gun. And not much of an opening there as he's only going to get this to about the 32. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave them with a 4th down. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside.
Well, this was just simply excellent defense. On this 3rd down, they had to be alert for the possibility of a pass, but that didn't stop them at all from understanding what was going on when they decided to run the football, and they just swarmed and stuffed them for almost no gain.
The punt team on now as Pinion sends this one away. Excellent return that time, 26 yards. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. Here comes the Atlanta offense now ready to take over here. Throwing on 1st down. Herman. Throw right side, caught by O.J. Howard. Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion.
Seeing that play and understanding just how tough it is to cover tight ends, especially the ones running around the NFL nowadays, makes me glad I didn't make it in that league. I would have had a really difficult time.
But now you get to sit up here with me.
Yeah, and that's fun, isn't it? And what a really nice game right there on 1st down for them. Brings up a nice 2nd down for them.
And now here's a carry heading left. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. Only a gain of a yard, but that's all they needed, as that's going to move the chains.
2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the 1st down.
Now a handoff looking right. And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
And he continues to pile up the yardage. That puts him over $150 now. And this defense has really had its problems trying to keep him contained.
2nd down and 4. A handoff as they run the counter play. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. It's almost a tendency breaker.
On first down, Herman. He can't avoid the pressure. Redskins get there. The Falcons going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
Here we go. No. Check. Patriot.
Looking to throw on second down. Herman. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up third down. The Falcons on third down. They have been superb. 5 for 6 to this point. This will be 3rd and 19.
Watch him now, Marty. Here we go now. Detroit. Watch him now. Gun.
From the gun, Herman. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Mike Bennett, he's the one to get him, and that's sack number 7 for him on the year. And now we're going to get a timeout called by the Redskin defense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. And that is much too long. That's into the end zone for a touchback. Out comes Washington's offense as they get set to take over here. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these 2 teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
Now the defense definitely showing blitz here.
Now let's go. 3-19. 3-19. Now look out. 3-19.
Now they try the right side here. Tough running, but not a lot to show for it. They stop him shy of the 25. Now before this second down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout, as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. Now it's 2nd and 7. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll take this one up close to the 25-yard line. Call it a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave them with a 3rd and about 5.
In order to play really good run defense when you're playing a 3-4, those 3 guys up front, the nose tackle and the guys they call the defensive ends, they're usually big people because they're going to have to eat up a lot of blockers because it's usually 5-on-3. And when they do their job well, guys who play on the inside, those inside linebackers, they're able to just roam and hit.
We have hit. Happy holidays, Larry. Your gift. Take the halftime show off, partner. We got some football to get to. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Here are the Falcons as their offense heads back onto the field. And, you know, their previous possession, they were able to move the football, but still wound up punting in the end.
You know, in 2016, Carolina had a 20-play drive that lasted over 10 minutes. And remember how it ended?
In a punt.
Yeah, I mean, how does that happen? You just don't see that happen every day.
This one maybe not quite that bad, but still, you'd like to have a chance for points if you hold the football that long.
Agreed.
And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Gerald McCoy is always going to be linked with Ndamukong Suh. They came into the NFL in the same draft class. There was a lot of debate about who was going to be the better defensive tackle. They just do it 2 different ways. McCoy, more movement, more elusiveness. That allowed him to make the play there for a short gain.
To throw on second down. Herman, quick hitter here, it's complete. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. That catch good for 5. It's third down. The Falcons on third down. They've been very good, 5 for 7 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3. In motion left goes a tight end. On third down, that's Logan. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. And a loss of 3 to bring up 4.
But that certainly felt like an example of the defense just saying, okay, we've had enough. We've gotten mashed all night long. About time we got a good play in. But flip it over to the offensive side. They've got to be really upset that they allowed a play like that to happen. They were pitching such a great game. They want to keep it going.
Fielded just inside the 20. A good return there, 17 yards. And it'll be Redskins football now with a 1st and 10. So here's the Redskins offense now as they get set to start this third quarter. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
And how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion. So 2nd and medium, 2nd and 5 now. They'll try a little trickery here on the end around. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. So he loses 3 yards there. Now 3rd down. The Redskins on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. They'll drop to throw. Pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack. D. Ford, he's the one to get him, and that's sack number 7 for him on the year. Here's Bradley Pinion now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And he gets this away, angled for the sideline with a lot behind it. Wow. This one angles out of bounds in a good spot in the coffin corner. And they're going to mark this out of the 5-yard line. Atlanta now coming out on the field. They're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again. So it's not picking up a couple of first downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 first downs and make sure you move the ball into their territory.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
And that's frustrating for a defense because they've got them pinned down deep. And on the first play, they gave up a run that keeps an offense on schedule.
Yeah, because 3 to 4 yards, that's all you're looking for right there, right?
That's absolutely perfect, really, as a play call. You get 3 to 4 yards on first down. That's what they talk about to us all the time, about being ahead of the chains or on target, ahead of schedule. They were after that run.
That's going to be a 6-yard gain. It leaves them with 3rd down and just a yard to go. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he loses the football a second time. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Redskins. This was a close game. They needed a little breathing room. Boy, they got it right there on that return for a touchdown.
Yeah, we would say that this could be huge. Forget it. It was huge. Gave him a comfortable lead.
And that makes it a 9-point game. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. Now the Falcons offense, they get ready to head back out here. And that last possession, really a gut punch. You seemingly had it working. You were in the midst of a very strong drive. Then suddenly the fumble, and you're watching the back of a defender's jersey as he brings it all the way in the other direction.
There's not much more I can add to that. I thought you summarized it perfectly, partner. You've just got to regroup and start putting another drive together. That's all you can do.
Throwing to start the drive. Herman. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. So he was past the line of scrimmage when he threw it.
And as they say, that's a no-no. Got to be able to understand where you are on the field and not cross the line before throwing the ball downfield.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. A sizable gain there, 9 yards as they get it back to a 3rd and 5.
But you've got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd and manageable with that run.
Looking to throw. Herman. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains.
Let's give a little credit there. The offensive play caller sensed that the screen pass was available. Whenever you're getting a lot of heavy pressure towards your quarterback, that's when you're thinking about running the screen and using that pressure against the defense. And it worked very well there for a first down.
His throw incomplete. Cameron Meredith the intended target, and that'll bring up 2nd down. Well, too much oomph, too much mustard there on that pass.
They really turned it loose, didn't they? Really cut loose with that one. Sharp, strong. Didn't lead to a completion, though. Made it very difficult.
Throwing left side here, and it's complete. And he is out of bounds on the other side of midfield. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. And he'll get this into enemy territory, but not by much as he's down to the 48. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, he was looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
2nd down, 8. Now they'll run it on the toss. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that'll bring up a 3rd and 11 situation. Now the backup, A.J. McCarron. Now he steps away. And he's got a man open. That's Allen. A big 3rd down conversion with a gain of 28.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a first down.
Fresh set of downs here. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's got some space here. He's to the 10 and able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
Now that's how you start to get back in the good graces of your head coach. Remember, he fumbled on the last possession. How about the faith they showed him, giving him the ball again, and he repaid them, picking up a first down.
2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Shift together here from the D-line. And they give this time to the tailback. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
Gerald McCoy is so slippery and elusive in the interior of the defense. I don't care who has the assignment to block him. It usually ends up having to take at least 2. And most of the time, that's not enough either. Witness that tackle for loss.
Now McCarron throwing on second. And he can't hang on. That's definitely going to be one he wishes he had back. Incomplete in the end zone.
Now we got 3rd and goal coming up, and couldn't you imagine being in that huddle, partner? You know they're looking at each other saying, we can't come away with just 3 points after this drive.
Yeah, they've covered a lot of ground. They want more than that 3. McCarron on 3rd and goal. In trouble, and he'll go down back at the 12. Nick Kwiatkowski. He's the one that gets him down. It'll be a loss of 5, and it'll bring up 4th down. And Catanzaro's kick is right through. And high fives for that one as that drive ends in 3. And, Charles, they get the field goal. Took him a dozen plays, though.
Work with me on this one. You know what I'm about to say, right? Bend but don't break. That's what came into play here for the defense. 12 plays were run at them. They only gave up 3 points. In a lot of ways, that's a win for the defense.
And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. A look at Washington as they come onto the field. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Watch it now, Barney. Let's go. Blue, landed. Back down, Philly. Here we go.
Time running out here on the play clock. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to go backward. They get him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
This was boxing. You think maybe they would have thought about stopping this one because this defense has been bruised, it's been battered, but this is why they keep the fight going, right? They just got done with a really nice play showing they still got a little bit left, don't they?
Haven't had many plays that they can clip, put in the film room, and smile about, but, hey, there's one.
Clip and save.
Back now at FedEx Field. And the offense behind the chains here, a touch on 2nd and 11.
Hurry up, here we go. Back there. Over.
Back to throw. Steps away to his left. And he's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack.
Okay, you know my bias is about to come out here. A lot of people would think that the offense is just moving in the wrong direction. I'd say they're moving in the right direction because the defense is pushing them back.
Former defensive guy. Now, as a quarterback 3rd and long, you really got to rally the troops here, don't you?
Yeah, you do in a big way, and what else do you have to look out for? More pressure coming at you because it seems to be working pretty well.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Grady Jarrett in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
He gets us away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. And the punt goes out of bounds. Where will they put it? They'll put it just inside the 45-yard line. Atlanta now coming out on the field. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point?
The kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about that. Super toe.
Running again on first with McFadden. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
As a DN, when you play the run, you don't always have to make the tackle. Just have to use the right technique to make sure the play goes where you want it to. And in this case, did an excellent job stringing this one out and making the tackle at the end of it.
And for a loss. Looking to throw on second down. Herman. And a hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Well, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. Not a chance at all. Way easier said than done.
Let's go. Green, over. Back to that Philly. Here we go. Leopard. Detroit.
To throw on third down. Herman. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. And I tell you what, he got it from 58. That had lots of leg behind it. All right, so this one's now back within a field goal. And if anybody tells you they see how this one's going to end, I'd have to say they're probably lying, Charles.
And this game's had more twists and turns than a good mystery novel. And I have a feeling we've got a few more twists and turns in store for us before they shake hands here.
The Redskins offense now, they get set to take over here. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
Well, Brandon, pace comes into play now because they've got the advantage. They've got the football, but they've got to be very careful about what speed they're going to play. You know, my music teacher back in New Paltz, Mrs. Bythema Bagley, used to say, don't go prestissimo when you really want to go largo. And what she meant by that is don't go too fast when you really want to go at a nice, slow, deliberate pace.
I am speechless. I am without speech. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. The Redskins on third down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 14.
Now, check. Patriot. Here we go. Green, 39. Back to that Philly. No. Check. Patriot. Detroit. Over. Leopard. Detroit. All right, now, lucky 56.
Now back to throw. It's complete. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 14, but they're still a little bit short as it brings up 4th. The offense here not budging. They're going to fight for it on 4th and inches. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. It's a 4-yard pickup, and they're able to convert here on 4th and inches. Well, we had a number of good games in the afternoon sessions, but this Sunday nighter might top them all. So we come up here on 1st and 10. Now they'll run it on the toss. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 4 yards on the play. And that's going to make it 2nd and 14. So they're leading. They have possession of the football, and certainly this is where they just want to milk the clock.
Here we go. Green, 39.
A play-action fake. They'll look to throw. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and that'll make it third down. Well, a clear running situation. Try to take time off the clock. He ran the previous play, set that play action up nicely.
Boy, did they ever, because they had shown the ability to run the football. So now you lose your keys as a defense. You dive for the running play, and they hit them over the top.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big third down. Time for a break. We'll come back for the electrifying conclusion after this. The Redskins on third down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This is 3rd and 9. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. The screen good for 6, but it's not enough as it leads to a 4th down. I hate to surrender the football when you're nursing a slim lead, but they're going to have to punt it away. Trust that defense.
It's the right play at this stage of the game as well. You don't need to press it here because you do have that little bit of a cushion, and you count on your D to make it stand up.
They're going for it with the out. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the Falcons grab it. And I think he's going to go. They're not going to get him. And in for the score. Are you kidding me? They return it, and they take the lead. And that is a tough pill to swallow. All they had to do, Charles, keep the ball, work this clock.
The only way for the defense to win was to force the fumble, and they did. Took him the other way for a score, and now if you're the offensive team, it will take a miracle perhaps to win this ball game.
So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Now the Redskins offense, they get set to go back to work here. They're down here in a one-score game, but the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute them.
They have the opportunity now. Here's the execution. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Clock's under a minute. Still plenty of time, partner. They have all 3 timeouts.
That means they have plenty of options in their play calling and where they target on the field. They can throw it downfield, maybe even in the middle, and use their timeouts.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. Give him 3 yards, and now they're left needing a conversion here on 3rd and 6.
I know they got a little yardage there, but I'm not sure their investment is right. They're still running the football, and I'm not sure there's enough time to continue to do that.
The Redskins on 3rd down. They've struggled to the tune of 2 for 8 so far. This will be 3rd and 6. And no press coverage here. They are backing off in the secondary.
Let's go.
And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. And a timeout comes in. The whistles blow with 3 seconds remaining. And a new set of downs here after picking up the first on the ground. One final shot. They'll look to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And it's incomplete. So their final drive.